Hello, bankers. So, very good evening to all of you. Welcome back. In this session, from this particular session onwards, we are going to start with our module D, which is all about balance sheet management. Okay. So, this is our final module from your BFM subject. Module D, whenever we talk about the module D, so it is all about your balance sheet management, which cover these particular topics. So, component of asset and liabilities in bank balance sheet, which we will cover in this particular session itself. Then we have capital adequacy, Basel norms. Then we have asset classification and provisioning norms, liquidity management, interest rate risk management, and RAROC and profit plannings. Okay, so these are the units which are generally part of your balance sheet management. So I hope you guys are following these particular session on regular basis. तो अब हम लोग आपका फाइनल मॉड्यूल के अंदर एंटर कर चुके हैं एंड just after the final module, I'll start with the unit wise MCQs, module wise MCQs, and case studies, and then mini mock and final mock, final revision, and Mahamarathon. Okay, so this will be the sequence. So I request to all of you, please go through the previous data also. जो पिछले जो सेशन आपके जितने भी हुए हैं वो सब कुछ अपलोडेड है, तो उनको वन बाय वन आपका गो थ्रू कीजिए, जिससे आप प्रैक्टिस में आपको थोड़ा सा हेल्प होगी, राइट? So, unit number 26, which is a component of assets and liabilities in bank balance sheet and their management. So, basically, whenever we talk about bank balance sheet, it is like banks or financial institutions in India, they have to prepare their final accounts as per the Banking Regulation Act 1949, Section 23. So the format which is generally given or defined by the RBI in this particular section. So we will go through the entire 18 schedules which are generally part of bank balance sheet. Okay. So like 12 for balance sheet and 6 for your profit and loss account. So let's have a quick look about the course content. So it is component of bank balance sheet, asset liability management, significance of ALM, purpose and objective of ALM, and ALM as a coordinated balance sheet management, right? So these are the subtopics which are generally part of this particular one. So guys, whenever we talk about bank balance sheet or balance sheet of a banking company in India, so that is generally governed through Banking Regulation Act, BR Act 1949, right? And a section is 29. So as per this particular section, companies, banking companies in India, they have to prepare their final accounts, right? So if you go through the section, there are some important sections. So first we'll talk about the section 29, which is related to final account of a banking company. So final accounts of a banking company. Okay, so these all sections which belongs, we are talking about Banking Regulation Act 1949, which generally regulate and regulate the functioning of banks in India, and it also regulate or govern the licensing part, right? So section 29 of Banking Regulation Act, as per this one, ठीक है, RBI जिसने clear cut आपका जो फॉर्मेट्स हैं वो आपको यहाँ पे दिए हैं, ठीक है? So being a banking company, you have to present your final accounts. So guys, section 29 जिससे हम लोग सबसे पहले बात करेंगे, ठीक है? So यहाँ पे आरबीआई ने आपका जो बैंकिंग कंपनीज है इंडिया में उनके फॉर्मेट दिए गए, ठीक है? So we have two form. One is form A, which is performa balance sheet, which is related to balance sheet, and form B, which is related to performa profit and loss account, right? So, balance sheet, which is also known as a position statement. I hope everybody remember this from your JIB section, right? So, balance sheet is a position statement which represent asset, liabilities, and equity. So, equation is asset equal to liabilities plus owner's equity, right? So, here we have 12 schedules which are generally part of bank balance sheet, and profit and loss accounts which represent the which shows the net profit or net losses made by the institution or organization or company or bank during that particular period from the trading activities, right? So in total, we have 18 schedule. So here, which include our note to accounts also. Okay. So companies in India, companies means banking companies in India, they have to prepare their final accounts in accordance to this particular format, and we need at least like signature from the three directors. ठीक है? तीन directors के कम से कम signature होना जरूरी है, and where we have only three directors or less than that, so we need like signature from all the directors, right? Then after this, we have section 30 of Bank same Act, BR Act 1949, which is related to audit. So as per this, bank they need to conduct audit in their these particular final accounts. Okay. Then we have section 30 subsection 1 subsection B, which is related to special audit. Again, special audit which is conducted by RBI, a kind of a or like snap audit, and expenses are generally borne by the bank itself. Then we have section 31 and 32, which is related to reporting. Okay, so reporting to these particular documents with RBI, as well as publication. Okay, so reporting plus publication. Okay, so publication, publication of these particular documents in newspaper or financial jargons. So you have to submit 3 copies of balance sheet, 3 copies of profit and loss account, along with auditor's report within 3 months with RBI, within 3 months with RBI, and as well as registrar office. And you have to publish these particular one within 6 months in the financial jargons. ठीक है, तो ऐसा आपके जो पूरे प्रोविजंस आपके हैं, दे आर जनरली पार्ट ऑफ दिस वन. ठीक है, सो ये सारी चीज जिनको हम लोग समझेंगे. सो इट्स अ स्नैपशॉट. ठीक है, सो जब भी हम लोग आपका बैलेंस शीट की बात करते हैं, इट शोज सोर्सेज ऑफ फंड्स एंड एप्लीकेशन ऑफ फंड्स. ठीक है, सो लाइक कैसे इसको सिंपली समझेंगे. सपोज दैट देयर इज अ पर्सन कॉल्ड मिस्टर एक्स हु स्टार्टेड अ बिजनेस और अ बैंक XYZ लिमिटेड. ठीक है, विद 5 करोड़ रुपीज, 5 करोड़ रुपए के साथ इन्होंने इस बैंक को स्टार्ट किया. ठीक है, सो दिस 5 करोड़ रुपीज विल बी अ लाइबिलिटी ऑन द फर्म. ये आपका फर्म के ऊपर क्या होता है, लाइबिलिटी होता है. एंड फ्रॉम टेकन लाइबिलिटी इटसेल्फ वी जनरली क्रिएट एसेट्स. इसी से हम लोग क्या क्रिएट करते हैं, आपका एसेट्स आपका क्रिएट करते हैं. ठीक है, सो इसका जो बैलेंस शीट है, बैलेंस शीट एज ऑन 31st March 2024. Suppose that this is the sequence. So liabilities, it will shows capital or risk capital. This amount is also known as risk capital. Okay, so risk capital, and so let's say it is 5 crore rupees, and asset side it will be cash initially. So it is 5 crore rupees. So your assets will always equal to your liability. So the equation is asset equal to liabilities plus owner's equity. So sometimes this liability is also known as outside liability, and this is inside liability. Money contributed by owners, right? So this is the sequence आपका. ठीक है, अब ये आपका पूरा फॉर्मेट आपका रहेगा. ठीक है, so from the taken asset, from the taken liability itself, we generally create asset. So the liability is generally आपका sources of funds, and assets are generally application of funds. Let's say this company or this bank, they invested in property, plants, equipments 3 crore rupees. Okay, so now how it will change their equation. So what will be the new equation? Okay. So liability, it will be आपका, it will remain same, capital 5 crores. Assets, it will become property, plants, equipments 3 crores, and now cash component will decrease to 2 crores. So again 5 crore, 5 crore. So this is like liability means it can be like it can be like that side is can be divided between two parts. Outside liability, which we have borrowed from the other parties like loan and others, and assets are basically it is the sources of fund. So from the taken liability itself, we generally create the asset. So that's why it is generally known as आपका sources of funds and application of funds. ठीक है, so if you talk about the sources of funds, it include capital reserve, deposit, borrowings, other liabilities, and provision. Okay, so total. And application of funds, these are the assets, cash in hand and balances with RBI, balances with bank, and money at call and short notice. Call notice, which is receivable within overnight, and short notice, which is the receivable within 14 days. Then we have investments, advances. Then we have fixed assets, देन वी हैव अदर एसेट टोटल, सो दिस विल इक्वल टू दिस आपका, ठीक है, तो जिसको आज हम लोग समझेंगे. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द बेसिक वन, राइट. So preparation of final accounts and accounting dates, section 29 of Banking Regulation Act 1949, which generally govern this particular area, and that accounting year is equal to your financial year, okay? 1st April to 31st March. So the Banking Regulation Act give the format of the balance sheet and profit and loss account in which the account of a bank should be presented, and this format is given in the third schedule of Banking Regulation Act 1949. RBI has issued guidelines on to follow the new Form A, which is performa balance sheet, and Form B, which is your performa profit and loss account by all banking companies doing business in India. ठीक है, तो जैसे मैंने अभी आपको बताया था, Form A, which include 12 schedules, and Form B, which include your 6 schedules, including note to accounts. तो ये आपके जो टोटल 18 शेड्यूल्स हैं वही आपका बैलेंस शीट कहीं ना कहीं कंपोनेंट्स के रूप में आपका एसेट साइड एंड लायबिलिटी साइड जिनके ऊपर डिस्कशन आपका रहेगा, ठीक है. सो आई विल शो यू अ फॉर्मेट. सो दिस इज द फॉर्मेट ऑफ योर bank balance sheet. So every Indian company, every banking company which is running their business in India, so they have to present their final accounts in this particular format. So this is for balance sheet and this is for your profit and loss account. So in this particular session, we are going to understand all the 12 schedules, then 6 schedule from profit and loss account, then the ALM part, right? So you, as you can see, third schedule, Form A, balance, so form of balance sheet. Balance sheet as on 31st March 2023, 24, 25, this way. Okay? So first 5 schedules. First we have capital and liabilities. So these are generally sources of funds, right? So where we have capital, schedule 1. Okay? So schedule 1 is capital. Reserve and surplus, schedule 2. Minorities interest, schedule 2A. Deposits comes under schedule 3. Borrowings, schedule 4. Other liabilities and provision, schedule 5. If you talk about the assets, so cash and balances with RBI, schedule 6. Balances with the bank and money at call and short notice, schedule 7. Investment made by bank, 8. Advances, 9. Fixed asset, 10. Other asset, 11, right? Then we have goodwill on consolidation, debit balances of profit and loss account total, and contingent liabilities, provisions and all, they generally comes under the schedule 12. So we will go through these particular one by one. Okay, so quickly go through these particular thing, right? So these are the components of your balance sheet. Okay, all 12 schedules. We'll go through these particular one by one. Okay, so let's have a look about the Form B. Third schedule, form of profit and loss account. Profit and loss account for the year ending ended 31st March again 2023-24, right? So which include income. So bank की income आपका दो part में होती है. So first one is interest income 13 and other income which include dividend, commission and other type of income, right? Expenditures, we have two major expenditure. One is interest expended on liabilities, okay, जो कासा राफा हमने लिए हैं उस पे, ठीक है, आपका 15 में. ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंसेस आपका डे टू डे एक्सपेंसेस इन अदर 16. Provisioning and contingent provisions and contingencies again 16 के अंदर, total liabilities, total expenditure. Then after this we prepare profit and loss account as per शेड्यूल 17, ठीक है, तो जो भी नेट प्रॉफिट नेट लॉस आपका है वो यहाँ पे डिसाइड होगा, ठीक है. एंड द फाइनल वन इज एप्रोप्रिएशन. एप्रोप्रिएशन इज बेसिकली डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ फाइनल और नेट प्रॉफिट और लॉसेस, ठीक है. लेट्स से योर बैंक मेड 100 crore rupees profit in a financial year 24-25. So after adjustment or after capitalizing all the expenses, will basically transfer the or we generally share the that net profit or losses among the shareholders, or even some part will transfer to the balance sheet as a reserve, ठीक है, reserve and surplus. तो जैसे appropriation में आपका transfer to reserve, statutory reserve, transfer to other reserve, transfer to government or proposed dividends, balance carried over balance sheet, ठीक है, ये आपका जो यहाँ पे रहेगा, ठीक है. So EPS and others, they are generally part of this. So these are 17 schedule. हमने स्टार्टिंग से 18 शेड्यूल की बात की. 18th वन इज नोट टू अकाउंट्स, ठीक है. सो नोट टू अकाउंट्स बेस्ड ऑन ऑल दीज 17 शेड्यूल्स, ठीक है, शेड्यूल 1 टू आपका शेड्यूल 17. इफ देयर इज समथिंग लाइक जैसे आपका कैपिटल है, सो व्हाट इज पार्ट ऑफ कैपिटल, व्हाट इज अ बाइफर्केशन, और इवन लेट्स से अदर कोई भी आपका, ठीक है, कोई डेप्रिसिएशन है, कोई मेथड्स या अदर्स, सो दैट विल बी पार्ट ऑफ योर नोट टू अकाउंट. सो दिस कम्स अंडर नोट टू अकाउंट. जैसे लिस्ट ऑफ डिस्क्लोजर्स इन नोट टू अकाउंट्स, शेड्यूल 18 जैसे कैपिटल के बारे में, इन्वेस्टमेंट, डेरिवेटिव, एसेट क्वालिटी, बिजनेस रेशियोज, एसेट लाइबिलिटी मैनेजमेंट, exposures, disclosure of potential penalties imposed by RBI, disclosure requirements for accounting standards, provision in contingencies, floating provisions, drawdown from RBI, from reserve, disclosure of complaint, disclosure of a letter of comfort issued by bank, provision coverage ratio PCR, bank insurance business, concentration of deposit, sector-wise NPA, movement of NPAs, overseas asset NPA and revenue, off balance sheet SPVs, special purpose vehicles sponsored, unamortized pension and gratuity liabilities, disclosure in remunerations, disclosure relating to securities, credit default swap, intra-group exposure, transfer to depositors, education and awareness fund, and we have unhedged foreign currency exposures. ठीक है, you do not need to remember these particular one, but this is like you can take an idea. जैसे अगर हम कैपिटल में हम बता रहे हैं कि हमारी इतनी कैपिटल, एंड इफ देयर इज सम नोट, सो दैट नोट विल बी पार्ट ऑफ शेड्यूल 18. ठीक है, तो इस तरीके से आपको इसको शो करना होता है. सो दिस इज द एंटायर योर बैलेंस शीट एंड प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. ठीक है, तो ये बैलेंस शीट का फॉर्मेट आपका, फिर आपका प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट का, और देन आपका नोट टू अकाउंट. नाउ इफ यू गो थ्रू योर बुक एज वेल, सो वहां पे वन बाय वन सारे शेड्यूल दिए गए हैं. सो आई विल डिस्कस दीज पर्टिकुलर, दीज आर वेरी बेसिक, आप आसानी से इनको समझ जाओगे. ठीक है, आई विल शेयर दिस पीडीएफ ऑल्सो, सो जहां से आप इसको गो थ्रू भी कर सकते हैं, रिवाइज भी कर सकते हैं. सो कैपिटल एंड लाइबिलिटीज. सो फर्स्ट वन इज कैपिटल एंड लाइबिलिटीज. आपका फर्स्ट पार्ट which मतलब schedule 1 to schedule 5 आपका capital and liabilities. So where we have first one, capital. Capital represent the owner's stake in bank, and it serves as a cuisine for depositors and creditors to fall back in case of losses. It is considered as long-term sources of funds. Minimum capital requirements for domestic and foreign banks are prescribed by RBI. ठीक है, जैसे होता है ना मिनिमम कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट 500 करोड़ रुपीस, या अदर जो रिजर्व रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं, रेगुलेटरी रिक्वायरमेंट्स है, दे आर जनरली मेंटेन थ्रू दिस, एंड बैंक विल डिस्क्लोज कि हमारा कैपिटल कितना है आपका, उसमें व्हाट इज ओनर्स मनी, प्रोप्राइटर्स मनी, शेयर होल्डर्स के थ्रू हमने कितना कर रखा है, वो सारी चीजें, उनका इंफॉर्मेशन आपका शेड्यूल 1 के अंदर. ठीक है, शेड्यूल 2, दीज आर शेड्यूल. हाँ, ठीक है, शेड्यूल 2 आपका रिजर्व एंड सरप्लस. इट इंक्लूड जैसे कैपिटल रिजर्व, रेवेन्यू एंड अदर रिजर्व, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट बैलेंसेस. शेड्यूल 3 आपका डिपॉजिट. इट इंक्लूड डिमांड डिपॉजिट एंड टाइम डिपॉजिट, ठीक है, सेविंग डिपॉजिट एंड टर्म डिपॉजिट. ठीक है, जो कस्टमर से हमने डिपॉजिट्स आपके एक्सेप्ट किए हुए. ठीक है, शेड्यूल 4 आपका बोरोविंग्स. ठीक है, so it include borrowing from like we have three type of major borrowings. One is borrowing from RB. First one, the broader categorization is two: domestic and international. International can be कोई भी source आपका. Domestic borrowing is further categorized among three part. One is borrowing from RBI, borrowing from other bank, and borrowing from institutions. ठीक है, institutions like आपका जो DFIs हुए, ठीक है, जैसे आपका नबार्ड, एक्सिम एंड ऑल, सो ये आपके. ठीक है, सो दैट जनरली कम्स अंडर दिस. तो बोरोविंग फ्रॉम RBI, अदर बैंक एंड इंस्टीट्यूशन एंड एजेंसीज. ठीक है, एंड इसके अलावा इंटरनेशनल बोरोविंग इफ एप्लीकेबल, सो दैट विल बी पार्ट ऑफ दिस वन. शेड्यूल 5 आपका अदर लाइबिलिटीज एंड प्रोविजन. इट इंक्लूड बिल्स पेबल्स, इंटर ऑफिस एडजस्टमेंट, इंटरेस्ट accrued, provision for bad debts, provision for taxation and other, deferred tax and others. So they are generally comes under this one. So these are the liability product of the bank. Okay? So which is capital and liabilities. Capital is money contributed by owners or proprietors. Liability it is considered as outside liability as well, which we have taken from the outside the bank. Okay? Or even outside the जैसे आपका depositors money and all these comes under this one. नाउ वी विल टॉक अबाउट एसेट्स. सो एसेट्स के जो आपके शेड्यूल है, दीज आर फ्रॉम शेड्यूल 6 टू शेड्यूल 12 आपका, ठीक है, 6 से लेकर 12 तक आपका, ठीक है. तो जिसमें शेड्यूल 6 आपका कैश इन बैलेंसेस विद रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया. सो कैश इन हैंड include a foreign currency and balances with RBI are shown under this particular head. Very simple. Schedule 7 balances with bank and money at call and short notice. ठीक है. So अगर हम किसी को call notice जारी करते हैं, so it is मतलब that means that party need to pay within 24 hours. If we issue the short notice, that means that party need to pay within 14 days. ठीक है. So balances with bank, money at call and short notice are shown under this. Money call is within आपका 24 hours and money at short notice within, no, this is, please correct this, 14 hours. ठीक है, 14 days. ठीक है. Next one आपका 8 investments. ठीक है. So investment which include gold and other type of investment also. Investment in government securities, other approved securities, shares, debentures, bonds, subsidiaries, gold are shown under this particular one. Right? बहुत आसान है. I hope सबको समझ में आ रहा होगा. ठीक है. Next one आपका schedule 9 आपका advances. Advances means loan given by the bank. So bills purchase and bills discounted, cash credit, overdraft, loan payables on demand, and term loans are shown under this particular one. Okay, so these are the major sources of earning for the bank itself. Then we have 10 fixed asset, property, plants, equipments, goodwill, patent, copyrights. So these are generally part of your fixed asset, right? Then we have 11. So 11 is other asset, inter-office adjustment, interest accrued, tax paid in advance, which is known as deferred tax asset. If it is asset, it was part of your liability also. ठीक है. जैसे last year आपका tax जो tax liability थी, that was 10 crore and you have आपने पे किया 12 करोड़, सो 2 करोड़ एक्स्ट्रा पे किया, दैट विल बी एसेट. अगर वो आपका 10 करोड़ था, आपने 7 करोड़ पे किया, दैट मींस देयर इज अ गैप ऑफ 3 करोड़ व्हिच यू नीड टू पे इन द नियर फ्यूचर, तो वो आपका क्या होगा, लायबिलिटी होगा. ठीक है. Stationery and stamps, non-banking asset acquired in satisfaction of claims are shown under this. Schedule 12 आपका final contingent liabilities. It's shown by the way of footnote. It represent liabilities not provided in the balance sheet. ठीक है. Contingent liabilities क्या होती हैं आपका, जैसे आपका काइंड ऑफ लाइक जनरली कहां पे आती है, कंटिंजेंट मींस अभी जो मतलब हो भी सकती है नहीं भी हो सकती है. ठीक है. जिनका अकरेंस आपका फ्यूचर में रहेगा. ठीक है. जैसे हमने किसी को आपका एलसी इशू किया है तो उसके अगेंस्ट में आपका, ठीक है, अगर वो एलसी डिफॉल्ट कर जाता है देन दैट मींस दैट कंटिंजेंसी अकर, और ऐसा कोई जरूरी भी नहीं कि आपका वो आपका हुई हो. ठीक है. सो दीज वर द 12 शेड्यूल ऑफ बैलेंस शीट. नाउ रिमेनिंग आपका 13 14 इनकम, 15 16 आपका एक्सपेंडिचर, 17 प्रॉफिट इन लॉस अकाउंट, 18 इज योर नोट टू अकाउंट्स. तो एक एक करके चलते हैं. सो नाउ वी हैव द अदर पार्ट विच इज इनकम, which is part of your income statement. Means income statement equal to प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. ठीक है. तो यहां से आपका प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट शुरू होता है. सो शेड्यूल 13 विच इंटरेस्ट अर्न. सो इंटरेस्ट अर्न कहां से होता है, यू गाइस आर एक्सपर्ट इन दिस. सो इट इंक्लूड इंटरेस्ट एंड डिस्काउंटेड ऑन एडवांसेस, बिल्स, इनकम ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट, इंटरेस्ट ऑन balances with RBI. It should be noted that according to the new form, bad debts and provision for bad debts and other provisions are not to be deducted from the interest earned, क्योंकि उनको आप अलग से आपका शो करोगे. ठीक है. For greater transparency in accounts, these items are shown as a separate in profit and loss account. जैसे अभी हमने वहां पे देखा भी था, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस एप्रोप्रिएशन अकाउंट के अंदर आप उनको अलग से दिखाओगे. ठीक है. तो इस तरीके से 13 14 इज अदर इनकम. सो अदर इनकम इट इंक्लूड कमीशन, exchange and brokerage, profit on sale of investment, profit on revaluation of investment, profit on sale of land, building and other asset, profit on exchange transaction, income earned by way of dividend from subsidiaries and all. So that generally comes under your other income. So income के लिए schedule 13 and schedule 14. So total of 13 and 14 is your total income in your बैंक प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. ठीक है. नाउ एक्सपेंडिचर 15 एंड 16. ठीक है. सो एक्सपेंसेस आपका 15 इंटरेस्ट एक्सपेंडेड, ठीक है, इंटरेस्ट एक्सपेंडेड ऑन डिपॉजिट्स या अदर्स जो भी हमारे हैं, ठीक है, जैसे इंटरेस्ट ऑन डिपॉजिट, इंटरेस्ट ऑन आरबीआई बोरोविंग्स, इंटरेस्ट ऑन इंटरबैंक बोरोविंग्स एक्सेट्रा। 15 इज ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंसेस, जो डे टू डे आपकी जैसे सैलरी है या ऑफिस एक्सपेंसेस हैं, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, रेंट एंड एवरीथिंग, ठीक है। सो सैलरीज एंड वेजेस ऑफ स्टाफ, रेंट, रेट एंड टैक्सेस, प्रिंटिंग एंड स्टेशनरी, एडवर्टाइजमेंट, depreciation on bank properties, director's fee, auditor's fee, law charges, postage, repair, insurance are generally comes under this particular head. Okay? So now the final one is, so 15 and 16 expenses, that then we have profit and loss account. Okay? So 17. So in the sections profit and loss for current year is brought forward, और जैसे भी आपका जो भी पोजीशन होगा, सो दैट विल ब्रॉट फॉरवर्ड, ठीक है। सो इट इज आपका 17 में, ठीक है। सो आपका इन दिस सेक्शन अमाउंट ट्रांसफर टू स्टेशनरी रिजर्व एज पर शेड्यूल 17, दिस इज रिलेटेड टू शेड्यूल 17, ठीक है। तो जहां पे हम लोग आपका नेट इनकम और नेट प्रॉफिट और लॉसेस को डिटरमाइन करेंगे। एंड 17 आपका एप्रोप्रिएशन, ठीक है। सो दिस इज रेफरेंस टू प्रीवियस वन, ठीक है। Appropriation is generally आपका, it's a division, like just after the profit and loss account we prepare appropriation account, जहां पे after capitalizing all the expenses of the bank we generally prepare the appropriation account. It's a kind of distribution of that profit and loss among the stakeholders, ठीक है। So the balance is transferred to this, ठीक है, amount of both reserve and this, ठीक है। Now the आपका द फाइनल पार्ट, ठीक है, तो समझ में आ गया होगा ना। सो शेड्यूल 1 to 18 आपका 18 जो हमने पहले डिस्कस किया था, जिसमें आपका नोट टू अकाउंट्स आपका आता है, ठीक है। सो बैंक प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट, अगर आपको समरी चाहिए उसके लिए, ठीक है, तो इनकम, इंटरेस्ट इनकम, ठीक है। सो इंटरेस्ट इन प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस के लिए अगर हम लोग बात करें, इंटरेस्ट इनकम, अदर इनकम, ठीक है। सो इंटरेस्ट इनकम विच इज डिफाइंड अंडर आपका 13 and it is under 14, ठीक है, it is under 15, it is under 16, ठीक है। देन इसके बाद हम लोग आपका फाइनली विल डिटरमाइन द प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस, ठीक है। तो ये जो अभी मैंने आपको बताया वो सारी चीजें जिनका समरी आपको यहाँ पे देखने के लिए मिलेगा। आई होप दिस इज क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू, राइट। इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेरी प्लीज फील फ्री टू आस्क, एंड लाइक डू गिव योर फीडबैक, समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है, कोई भी ऐसा डाउट भी लगता है तो आप अपने डाउट भी आपका पूछ सकते हैं। एंड आई यूजुअली टेक सेशन इन बाइलिंगुअल, ठीक है। सो आई अंडरस्टैंड कि लाइक एक्चुअली आई डू नॉट हैव दैट मच ऑफ टाइम की रिकॉर्ड सेपरेट वीडियो फॉर हिंदी मीडियम और इंग्लिश मीडियम, ठीक है। सो आई अंडरस्टैंड कि आप लोग उतना लेवल का मेच्योरिटी रखते हैं, बट स्टिल इफ दिस इज अ प्रॉब्लम ना, प्लीज कन्वे, ठीक है। सो आई विल ट्राई सम अदर वेज, ठीक है, कुछ ऐसा इसके लिए ऑप्शन निकालेंगे वेयर वी कैन सर्व इंडिविजुअली एज वेल, राइट। So this is your schedule 18 which we have already gone through. Schedule 18 is all about your note to accounts, ठीक है। So इन heads के ऊपर जो भी note है, जैसे gross NPA है या sector wise NPA है, ठीक है, या penalties made by RBI है, या ऐसा कोई भी चीज, that will be part of your note to account. So this is all about your assets and liability product, ठीक है। तो first half of this particular unit is done. सेकेंड हाफ यू गाइस आर ऑलरेडी अवेयर, ठीक है, हमने पास्ट में बहुत बार इनके ऊपर डिस्कशन किया हुआ है, ठीक है। सो एएलएम ही पढ़ रहे हैं पिछले काफी समय से, ठीक है। सो बैलेंस शीट, अब एएलएम इज ऑलवेज टॉक अबाउट बैलेंस शीट इटसेल्फ ना। जब भी हम लोग एसेट लायबिलिटी मैनेजमेंट की बात करें तो हम बात करें इनडायरेक्टली किसके बारे में, बैलेंस शीट के बारे में, ठीक है। सो विच इज जनरली मैनेज्ड बाय ट्रेजरी, जो हमने पिछला मॉड्यूल बोला था, ठीक है। सो बिकॉज द बिजनेस ऑफ बैंकिंग इन्वॉल्व द identifying, measuring, accepting, and managing the risk. The heart of bank financial management is the risk management. One of the most important risk management function in banking is asset liability management. ठीक है, asset liability management means there can be a gap of मतलब जिससे like if it is not properly managed, so we may face interest rate risk, funding risk, आपका लिक्विडिटी रिस्क, ऐसे बहुत सारे चैलेंजेस बैंक को आपका देखने के लिए मिल सकते हैं। सो मेजरली टू आपका लिक्विडिटी। सो लाइक हमने एक चीज पढ़ा था ना, एवरी बैंक वी हैव अ टारगेट कि वी विल अचीव लिक्विडिटी एज वेल एज सॉल्वेंसी, ठीक है। सॉल्वेंसी इज पॉजिटिव नेटवर्क, ठीक है, जहां पे इनफ्लो इज ग्रेटर देन योर आउटफ्लोज ऑन डिपॉजिट एंड लायबिलिटीज, ठीक है, और एसेट्स आपका। तो ये आपका जो है उसको अचीव करने के लिए यू हैव टू हैव मैनेज योर बैलेंस शीट प्रॉपर्ली, राइट। So asset liability management is concerned with strategic balance sheet management involving risk caused by changes in interest rate, exchange, credit, liquidity position of the bank. With profit becoming a key factor, it has now become imperative for a bank to move away from partial asset management like credit and non-performing and partial liability management toward an integrated balance sheet management where all the components of balance sheet and its different maturity mix will be looked at from the profit angle of the bank. ठीक है, तो ये जो हम लोग जनरली आपका करते हैं ना कि जो एसेट्स हैं लाइबिलिटीज हैं, ठीक है, लाइक जैसे हमने कोई ऐसे यूजुअली व्हाट वी डू, वी जनरली बोरो मनी, और मैंने आपको एक चीज बताई ना, फ्रॉम टेकन लाइबिलिटी इटसेल्फ वी क्रिएट एसेट, सेम थिंग इज अप्लाई हियर आल्सो, दिस इज योर लाइबिलिटी, ठीक है, हमने आपका कस्टमर से लाइबिलिटी उठाया, फ्रॉम दिस लाइबिलिटी ओनली वी जनरली क्रिएट एसेट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ लोन्स, ठीक है, तो आपका अब इनके बीच में मिसमैच होता है मैक्सिमम टाइम, लेट्स से वी बोरोड 1 crore rupees at the rate of 6% for 5 years, ठीक है, किसी ने एफडी हमारे साथ कराया, so with this one we created an asset 1 crore rupees, suppose that at the rate of 12% per annum for 10 years, ठीक है, so there is a mismatch of asset liability, maturity mismatch, we have a maturity mismatch, that means at the end of 5 year we will be requiring 1 crore rupees, हमें ये वापस भी तो करना पड़ेगा ना, so we will requiring fund of 1 crore rupees, ठीक है, so we have to properly plan this particular thing, first thing, ठीक है, दूसरा, अब deposit, whenever we accept deposit we generally accept deposit at fixed rate and we lend money at floating rate, ठीक है, तो अब अगर कल के डेट में suppose that this is the one, right now we have NII, net interest income is how much 6%, ठीक है, अब कल के डेट में अगर ये आपका इंक्रीज हो जाता है मार्केट में, ठीक है, दैट एम्बेडेड ऑप्शन, आई होप यू गाइस रिमेंबर, ठीक है, सपोज दैट इट इंक्रीज टू 9%, सो अब ये आपका फिक्स पे मतलब कस्टमर विल डिमांड कि आप मुझे यहां से यहां शिफ्ट करो, ठीक है, और ये आपका अगर ये नहीं बढ़ा, ठीक है, तो अब वो क्या करेगा, सो इट विल डायरेक्टली इंपैक्ट योर एनआईआई, ठीक है, सो 6% से आपका एनआईआई कितने पास जाएगा, 3% पास जाएगा, ठीक है, सो ये एम्बेडेड ऑप्शंस या अदर्स जो हम लोग देते हैं, तो दैट जनरली मेक एन इंपैक्ट, राइट, सो वो हम लोग जानते हैं क्योंकि हमने पास्ट में उसको बहुत डिटेल में डिस्कस किया। ALM is the act of planning, acquiring and directing the flow of funds through an organization. The ultimate objective of this process is to generate, educate, stable earning and to steady build an organization's equity over time while taking a reasonable and measured business risk, ठीक है, so these are the goal of your ALM, ठीक है, asset liability management, जहां पे हम लोग इन goals के साथ आपका और like ALM management equal to your balance sheet management because assets liabilities, ठीक है, sources application. So asset liability management techniques are so designed to manage various risks, primarily aim to stabilize the short-term profit. So whenever we talk about short-term profit, they are talking about NII, net interest income. And how we calculate NII? It is inflow minus outflow. So first thing, long-term earning and long-term substance. Long-term earning, which we generally calculate through NIM. Net interest margin, which is NII divided by average asset. Long-term substance or solvency of that particular company, which generally we decide through the economic ratios. ठीक है, तो जहां पर आपका ये रहेगा. So the parameters that are selected for purpose of stabilizing asset liability management are, पहला आपका नेट इंटरेस्ट इनकम NII, दूसरा आपका इंटरेस्ट नेट इंटरेस्ट मार्जिन एंड तीसरा आपका इकोनॉमिक इक्विटी रेशियोज, ठीक है, तो ये आपका शॉर्ट टर्म प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी, ये आपका बेसिकली लॉन्ग टर्म अर्निंग्स को डिफाइन करता है एवरेज एसेट के हिसाब से, ठीक है, सो इनफ्लो माइनस आउटफ्लो, देन आपका NII डिवाइड बाय NIM, इक्विटी रेशियो, देयर आर 7 रेशियोज व्हिच आर जनरली प्रोवाइडेड बाय RBI, अगर आप लोगों को याद होगा ना तो हमने एक बार इनको पढ़ा था डिटेल में, ठीक है, सो जो कहीं ना कहीं कंपनी की आपका लॉन्ग टर्म solvency and how we are mobilizing the funds also that generally represent, right? So the NII, जैसे यहाँ पे summary आपको दिया भी है, the impact of volatility on short term profit is measured by net interest income. It is interest income minus interest expense, ठीक है, in order to stabilize short term profit, bank have to minimize fluctuation in NII, ठीक है, अगर NII काफी ज्यादा volatile होगा that means वो आपका कभी अगर गलत साइड पड़ गया तो आपको प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट कर सकता है एंड वो एक लिक्विडिटी रिस्क आपका राइज कर सकता है. Net interest margin is defined as net interest income divided by average total asset. So net interest income, this net interest margin can be viewed as spread on earning asset. ठीक है, so simply आपका long term जो profitability है उसको ये represent कर रहा है. ठीक है, हाउ वी आर बिल्डिंग एसेट्स. जैसे एक एसेट हमने आज बनाया, एक 5 साल बाद बनाया, दोनों का एज 10 साल, तो एक का 10 साल के लिए, एक का 5 साल अभी जो रिमेनिंग है वो वाला. ठीक है, इस तरीके से आपका तो ओवरऑल एवरेज आपका. ठीक है, so economic equity ratio, it is shareholders fund to the total assets, measure the shift in ratio of own fund to total funds. This act assess the sustenance capacity of the bank itself. ठीक है, so these are the part of this one. ठीक है, so the final one is asset ALM as coordinated balance sheet management. So it has two major aspects. One is stage one is specific balance sheet management function which include asset side management. asset side में आपका जैसे reserve provision, reserve position management, मतलब ALM आपका बैलेंस शीट में किन किन एक्टिविटीज को देखता है. सो फर्स्ट एसेट साइड मैनेजमेंट में, एसेट साइड में क्या चीजें रहेंगे, रिजर्व पोजीशन मैनेजमेंट, लिक्विडिटी मैनेजमेंट, इन्वेस्टमेंट सिक्योरिटी मैनेजमेंट, लोन मैनेजमेंट, फिक्स एसेट मैनेजमेंट. लाइबिलिटी साइड की अगर हम लोग बात करते हैं, लिक्विडिटी मैनेजमेंट, रिजर्व पोजीशन, लॉन्ग टर्म मैनेजमेंट, ठीक है, नोट्स एंड डिवेंचर्स, कैपिटल मैनेजमेंट. ठीक है, सो एक तो आपका एसेट एंड लाइबिलिटी मैनेजमेंट. ठीक है, सो ALM एज कोऑर्डिनेटेड बैलेंस शीट मैनेजमेंट. ठीक है, तो ALM और अदर्स, तो ALM जो आपका है, एल्को कम्युनिटी जो है, वो थ्रू योर ट्रेजरी दे आर मैनेजिंग दीज पर्टिकुलर थिंग. एसेट साइड दीज थिंग, लाइबिलिटी साइड दीज मेजर थिंग्स. ठीक है, स्टेज 2 आपका इनकम एंड एक्सपेंसेस. ठीक है, सो प्रॉफिट इज इक्वल टू इंटरेस्ट इनकम माइनस इंटरेस्ट एक्सपेंसेस माइनस प्रोविजन फॉर लोन लॉसेस प्लस नॉन इंटरेस्ट रेवेन्यू माइनस नॉन इंटरेस्ट एक्सपेंसेस माइनस टैक्सेस. ठीक है, तो ये मतलब जो प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस स्टेटमेंट का आउटकम था, दैट आउटकम इज गिवन हियर. राइट, अब यहाँ पे बैंक आर रिक्वायर्ड टू फॉर्मुलेट पॉलिसी टू अचीव फॉलोइंग ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ ALM. स्प्रेड मैनेजमेंट, ठीक है, आपका जो NIM के थ्रू हो सकता है. ठीक है, दूसरा लोन क्वालिटी, आपका जनरेटिंग फी इनकम एंड सर्विस चार्जेस, control to non-interest operating expenses, tax management and capital adequacy requirements fulfillments. Okay, so this is the one. मतलब ये आपका एक ऐसा चार्ट जो आपको पूरा जो आपका ALM है, ठीक है, या ये जो यूनिट है उसका कहीं ना कहीं ब्रीफ आपका है. ठीक है, so I hope you guys now able to understand this particular part as well, right? So under the Banking Regulation Act 1949, the financial statement of bank are presented in which of the following format? So here it is section 29. Okay? So as per section 29, it can be like if you talk about the section, so Banking Regulation Act 1949 section 29 which define where RBI had defined how bank will prepare their final accounts. Okay? So they have given two formats for performa. Form A performa balance sheet and Form B performa profit and loss account. ठीक है, so third schedule of Companies Act, no. So what will be your correct answer? Form A performa balance sheet which include 12 schedules. ठीक है, and Form B performa profit and loss account which includes 6 schedule including note to accounts. ठीक है, so according to section 29 of Banking Regulation Act 1949, bank in India must prepare their financial statement in Form A balance sheet and Form B profit and loss account as prescribed by RBI in this particular one. Okay? So for companies, it is Companies Act 2013 Schedule 3, and they have to like whenever you talk about the final accounts of a company, which include balance sheet, profit and loss account, and cash flow statement also, right? So the format is given under section 129 of Companies Act 2013 itself. So section 129 for a joint stock company, but for banking it is defined by RBI under section 29 of Banking Regulation Act 1949, and this is the exact format. If you'll open balance sheet of any banking company in India, so you'll see in this particular format. Okay? So this is very important one. Third schedule of BR Act 1949, Form A form of balance sheet. Balance sheet as on 31st March 2024 or 2025. Okay. So first, it contain liabilities, capital and liabilities, where we have five scheduled. Okay. First one is capital. Then we have we will be discussing all these one by one in detail. Okay. Capital, reserve and surplus, minorities interest, okay, deposit, borrowings, other liabilities and provision. ठीक है. Schedule A, sorry, Schedule 1, 2, 2A, 3, 2A, which is minorities interest, ठीक है, 4 and 5. ठीक है. Assets आपका, asset, that total of all these. ठीक है. Assets, if you talk about the assets, cash and balances with RBI, Schedule 6. ठीक है. These are the assets. Balances with bank, balances with bank and money at call and short notice, Schedule 7. ठीक है. इन्वेस्टमेंट आपका शेड्यूल 8, एडवांसेस आपका 9, फिक्स एसेट 10, देन वी हैव अदर एसेट 11 एंड देन द कंटिंजेंट लाइबिलिटीज आपका 12. सो दीज आर दी लाइक ओवरऑल आपका 12 शेड्यूल्स. ठीक है, जिसमें से 5 शेड्यूल्स विच जनरली बिलोंग्स टू कैपिटल एंड लाइबिलिटी साइड. ठीक है, कैपिटल मींस द मनी कॉन्ट्रीब्यूटेड बाय द प्रोमोटर्स एंड ओनर्स और द शेयर होल्डर्स मनी. ठीक है, एंड द अदर वन. ठीक है, एंड देन द अदर पार्ट इज आपका एसेट के लिए वी हैव 6 to 12 शेड्यूल, दैट इज 7 शेड्यूल. ठीक है, तो ये 7 शेड्यूल आपका यहाँ पे काम करेंगे. देन इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द Form B, Performa Profit and Loss account. So this is the sequence. So where we have first income, we have two major sources of income: interest income, other income. Then 13 and 14. Then we have expenses, interest expended on liabilities and the other liabilities, operating expenses and all. So income 13 and 14, which include interest earned and other income. Expenditure 15 and 16, interest expended, operating expenses, provision and contingencies. Profit and loss, then as per schedule 7 we decide our profit and loss. Then we prepare profit and loss appropriation account. So appropriation account, which is comes under this one. So net profit for the years in this, that generally comes under this. So after that we have the schedule 18, which is something related to note to accounts. Note to accounts means note on explanatory note on these particular heads, or these particular schedules. जैसे let's say if we are showing investment worth 20 crores. So how we have valued that 20 crore investment. If we are showing depreciation on asset, so which method we have opted in, all these kind of things. So these all explanatory notes are part of that particular one. Penalties imposed by RBI, or even dividend distributed, or even anything which is required for the understanding of the stakeholders, which generally which is not given in these two forms, which will be part of your note to accounts. That is schedule 18. So ये आपका overall format जो आपको देखने के लिए मिलेगा. Now with this particular question we will be discussing all these 18 schedule in detail. थोड़ा सा टाइम टेकिंग होगा, बट इट इज लाइक वर्थवाइल. ठीक है, ये आपको कहीं ना कहीं आने वाले समय में बहुत ज्यादा हेल्प करेगा. दो वी हैव डिस्कस दिस पर्टिकुलर वन इन आवर कॉन्सेप्ट क्लासेस आल्सो. सो आई हैव कम अप विद सम कंटेंट रिलेटेड टू योर मैकमिलन बुक आल्सो. ठीक है, सो नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज which of the following statement correctly explain the significance of capital as a component of liability in bank. ठीक है, so capital, so it is something related to capital. ठीक है, so it can be capital is a short term liability that bank must repay to depositors at the end. No, it is not a short term liability, first of all. So this is wrong. Capital act as proactive cuisine for depositors and creditors, serve as long-term source of fund. 100% true. So capital is basically money contributed by promoters or the shareholders and all. So that generally comes under this particular one. Okay? So option B, without any doubt, it will be right answer for this one. Okay? So capital represent owners stake, shareholders fund basically in bank, and serve as a cuisine for depositor and creditors in case of losses. कि if they make losses, so we will contribute from our pocket, जो आपका जिसको हम लोग बैंक बैलेंस शीट के अंदर जानते हैं एज अ कैपिटल के फॉर्म में. ठीक है, so ये these are the explanation. This you can study with the PDF itself. ठीक है, so now we with the help of these now with the help of back to back 4 to 5 slides, I'll go through the entire 18 schedules, especially like the 17 schedule, 18 is note to accounts, ठीक है. तो थोड़ा सा यहाँ से अपनी अंडरस्टैंडिंग डेवलप करनी है, बिकॉज आने वाले जो क्वेश्चंस होंगे दे विल बी बेस्ड ऑन दीज पर्टिकुलर वन इटसेल्फ, ठीक है. सो कंपोनेंट ऑफ लायबिलिटीज, इट इज कैपिटल. कैपिटल रिप्रेजेंट ओनर्स स्टेक in a bank. It served as a cuisine for depositors and creditors to fall back in case of losses. Okay. It is considered to be long-term source of fund. Minimum capital requirements for domestic and foreign banks is prescribed by RBI by the capital adequacy requirements. Okay. Second one is reserve and surplus, which was your schedule 2. This was your schedule 1. This is your schedule 2. If we talk about the component of liabilities, so the the component under this include statutory reserve, capital reserve, share premium, revenue, other reserve, and balances in profit and loss account. Okay? So reserve and surplus is something, let's say during a period we make a profit of 50 crores, okay, and we transfer that entire money to our balance sheet. So that will be part of this particular one. We issued shares worth rupees 500 and the face value was 10. So 490 is your premium that will be part of this particular one. So these are these are some major components of your reserve and surplus. Okay. Deposits आपका, the main source of fund for a bank is deposit, which we generally accept from the market itself. The deposit are broadly classified as deposit payable on demand liabilities, current deposit, overdue deposit, call deposit. Second is a category of saving bank deposit, and lastly term deposit, which are repayable after a specified period. Okay? So demand deposit, term deposit, and all these are the basic categories. Borrowings. So bank, they can borrow majorly from three sources. Now, the major categorization is two: domestic and international. Domestic is from borrowing from RBI, borrowing from other bank, interbank borrowing from other institution like DFIs. Okay? And international borrowing. So this is the overall categorization. Okay? Borrowing in India consists borrowing or refinancing obtained from RBI, other commercial bank, and other institution agencies like this. Okay? Or it can be from international borrowing also. The other part, other liabilities and provisions. The bank other liabilities and provision, which include bills payables. So this include a draft, telegraphic transfer (TTs), traveler's check, mail transfer, payable pay slips, banker's check, and other miscellaneous item. Inter-office adjustment, the credit balance of the net inter-office adjustment, interest accrued, the interest accrued but not due on deposit and borrowings, and other liabilities like provision for income tax, tax deductible at source, and interest, tax, and others. Okay? So these are the 5 head. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. Achha, 1 is missing in this case. 1 is missing from this particular case. Okay, I'll go back. Reserve and deposit, borrowings, other liabilities, and provision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what was missing in that case? All we covered, I guess. Okay? There is these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Achha, okay, 5. Sorry. Okay? The calculation was error. Okay? So these are the 5 schedule. Okay? This is schedule 1, schedule 2, schedule 3, schedule 4, and schedule 5. Okay? Now the next one, component of assets, schedule 6 to schedule 12. Okay? So which include assets, cash, and balances with RBI. Okay? So all cash assets of bank are listed under the others account and form most liquid accounts held by any bank. Cash in hand, okay, balances with RBI, balances with bank, and money at call in short notice. Okay. So these two comes under this particular head. Okay. It is schedule 6, and this is part of schedule 7. Okay. So this comes under the schedule 7. Okay. Bank. So if you talk about the balances with bank and money at call and short notice. Call notice, which is payable within 24 hours overnight, and short notice, which no receivable basically. If if your bank have issued short notice on any other bank, so it will be payable within 14 days, and if you have issued call notice, it will be receivables, both the cases receivables within 14 days. Okay. The bank balance include amount held by bank in current accounts and term deposit. This under call money market funds are transacted overnight, and for notice it is आपका up to 14 days. Okay. So this is the one. So cash in hand and cash with RBI, including आपका CRR and all. Okay. So they generally comes under this. Then we have Schedule 8 investment. In a major asset item in balance sheet of a bank is investment in various kind of securities, like it can be government bonds or SLR securities, or investment in golds and all. So these investment in government securities, approved securities, shares, debenture, bonds, subsidiaries, joint ventures, and other investment. Bank in various government and other securities as part of their compliance SLR of the Reserve Bank of India. Okay. Then we have 9 advances. Okay. The most important one, okay, basically these are the major or the primary source of earning for the bank itself. Okay. Advances. So a loan given by bank to the customers. The most important asset on bank balance sheet is advances. These advances which present the credit expended by bank to customers from a major part of the assets for all the bank, thereby become the major source of income for the bank. Yes, it can be credit, cash credit, overdraft, loan, repayables on demand. It can be term loan, bills purchased and discounted, secured, unsecured loan. Okay? So then it is also आपका secured and unsecured advances. Secured by tangible asset, covered by government guarantee, unsecured advances and all. Okay? So आपका 8, this is your 8, this is your 9, then 10th is आपका fixed asset. ठीक है? The next schedule is fixed asset. So all fixed asset or immovable premises or furniture or fixture, hardware, vehicles and all, they generally comes under this particular head. Okay? Property, plants and equipments. Okay? Then 11 is okay, we are missing one point somewhere here. 7 balances, cash and balances with RBI. 6, 7, 8, 9 advances. Then we have 10 fixed asset. One is missing, I guess it's from this list also. Yeah. So we have other asset. Yeah. So it is remaining from that particular one. Inter-office adjustment, interest accrued, tax paid in advances and tax. Then we have stationery and stamps, non-banking asset acquired in satisfaction of claim and others. So these are the one. Okay. Yes. One component is missing. I just want to check this one. Take it from this slide itself. Advances, balances. This investment was 8, advances, fixed asset, other asset. Acha, contingent liabilities was missing from that particular one. Okay, now I realize this. Okay. So contingent liabilities is missing from this other asset. Okay. Contingent liabilities is missing from this particular one. This. That is the missing one. Okay. Otherwise, rest are fine. Okay. Now, these are the components of your profit and loss account. Okay. So, profit and loss account, if you talk about the profit and loss account, okay. So, with this, we get to know about the net profit or net losses. Okay. So, the components under this particular one was 13 and 14. Okay. 13 and 14, it is related to income. Okay. Income. And 15 and 16 is related to expenses. Okay. Expenses. So this is the one. This is interest income, other income, interest expense, other expense. ठीक है. Then 17th one is profit and loss account. All right. So अगर हम लोग इसको देखते हैं, ठीक है. Interest income means 13. Schedule 13. ठीक है. So interest income from a bank is a major and most important revenue for a bank. Now it is about the profit and loss account. ठीक है. So interest income which we generally have बेस्ड ऑन आर एसेट्स आपका, ठीक है, जो हमारे एडवांसेस थे उससे, ठीक है। सो इंटरेस्ट एंड डिस्काउंट ऑन एडवांसेस, income from investment, then we have interest on balances with RBI and other interbank funds, and others आपका, ठीक है। then other income is all other type of interest discount income which is not included in this particular one, ठीक है। so this is आपका income, interest income, schedule 13। other income आपका schedule 14 of BR, that particular one, ठीक है। so other income, then it include आपका income from other than interest, ठीक है। so which include commission, exchange and brokerage, profit on sale or investment, ठीक है, profit on revaluation of investment, profit on sale of land, building and other asset, profit on exchange transactions, income earned by way of dividend and miscellaneous income. So these are the major sources under your other income. Please do remember these particular one, ठीक है। इनको रिवाइज करने का इकलौता मोटिव ये है कि एग्जामिनेशन के अंदर आपको अभी जब हम लोग प्रैक्टिस करेंगे उसमें भी आपको ये देखने के लिए मिलेंगे। Now, interest expended, which is schedule 14, 13, 14, 15 आपका schedule 15, ठीक है। So interest expended on our liabilities majorly, ठीक है। So since bank have to mobilize funds regularly to meet the credit demands, the major expenses of the bank arise from the interest expended on deposits on borrowers, interest on deposit like saving और उनके ऊपर, ठीक है, और FD RD, इंटरेस्ट ऑन RBI और इंटरबैंक बोरोविंग्स इफ एनी, एंड अदर आपका, ठीक है, डिस्काउंट इंटरेस्ट ऑन अदर बोरोविंग्स अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिकुलर वन, ठीक है। ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंसेस विच जनरली कम्स अंडर शेड्यूल 16, ठीक है। शेड्यूल 16 which deal with the operating expenses to run the business, we have to like office rent, employee salary, electricity bill, or the other one, they all generally comes under the operating expenses, ठीक है। so payment to provisions for payment to and provision for employees, rent, taxes and lighting, printing and stationery, advertisement and publicity, depreciation on bank property, director fee, allowances and expenses, auditor's fee and expenses, law charges, postage, repair and maintenance, insurance, other expenditure. So these are the major head under the operating expenses, ठीक है। So then we get to know the net profit and net losses borne by bank during that particular accounting period, ठीक है। तो ये आपके total 17 schedules, 18th one is आपका note to accounts which is explanatory note on the previous 17 schedule, ठीक है, if like which we generally disclose for the for the transparency purpose and all, ठीक है। तो जिससे जो भी उस डॉक्यूमेंट्स को आपका देख रहा हो दे गेट टू नो द एग्जैक्ट थिंग्स अबाउट दैट पर्टिकुलर वन, ऑलराइट। तो ये आपका पूरा। अब थोड़ा सा क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस करते हैं बैक टू बैक, देन वी विल बी एंटरिंग इनटू द ALM पार्ट। सो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन गाइज, अब ये बनते जाएंगे। विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट कंसिडर्ड एज अ पार्ट ऑफ कैपिटल एंड लाइबिलिटीज इन बैंक बैलेंस शीट? सो बोरोविंग इज पार्ट ऑफ दिस, ठीक है, एंड deposit is part of this, reserve and surplus part of this, investments are classified under the asset category, ठीक है। तो investment कहाँ पे आता है आपका? asset category के अंदर, ठीक है। so investment are classified under assets like आपका जैसे shares में या bonds में या golds या others, ठीक है। which of the following currently defined money at call? money at call means it is receivable overnight, ठीक है, overnight आपका, and money at short it is receivable within 14 days, ठीक है। so ये आपका कहाँ तक होगा? 14 days तक, ठीक है। so funds that lend for this particular period, so option B without any doubt it will be right answer for this one, ठीक है। next one, which of the following item is not a part of interest earned category in profit and loss account? so interest earned, ठीक है। so interest on deposit, yes it is. income from investment, interest discount or interest on deposit, it is liability, ठीक है। interest it is not part of the assets, आपका पहला ही गलत है आपका, ठीक है। इंटरेस्ट ऑन डिपॉजिट इज बेसिकली लाइबिलिटी, ये हमारा लाइबिलिटी साइड में रहता है, ठीक है। इट इज इंटरेस्ट एक्सपेंडेड, ठीक है। इंटरेस्ट एक्सपेंडेड मींस योर शेड्यूल 15 आपका, ठीक है। शेड्यूल 15 में इंटरेस्ट एक्सपेंडेड सबसे पहले रहते हैं, ठीक है। In income from investment, interest discounted advances, interest from this. So A only will be right answer for this one. ठीक है. So interest earned, which include interest on loan and advances, discount on bill, income from investment, interest on balances with RBI. Interest on deposit is an expense for the bank and included under the interest expended schedule 15 of that pro forma balance sheet. ठीक है. Next one. So now we will be entering into ALM portion. ठीक है. Which of the following primary objective of asset liability management? तो ALM हमने पिछले मॉड्यूल में बहुत डिटेल में डिस्कस किया है, ठीक है. I hope everybody will be able to answer this. ठीक है. So it is like managing your assets and liabilities. Simple terms में, ठीक है. So maximizing fluctuation, no. Minimizing होता है actually. Increase the risk exposure, decrease the risk exposure, liquidity risk, interest rate risk. Managing risk related to interest rate risk, liquidity and credit 100% true आपका, ठीक है. So C will be right answer for this particular one, ठीक है. Next one. So एक थोड़ा सा इंट्रोडक्शन इस पार्ट का भी देख लेते हैं. Asset liability management is concerned with strategic balance sheet management involving risk caused by changes in interest rate, exchange rate, credit risk and liquidity position of bank, with profit becoming a key factor. ठीक है. It has now become imperative for a bank to move away from partial asset management, credit and non-performing, and partial liability management toward the integrated balance sheet management, where all the components of balance sheet and its a different maturity mix will be looked at the profit angle of that particular bank. So basically, the question is same. What you want? We want solvency with liquidity. For that one, you have to manage you have to perfectly manage ALM. ठीक है, asset liability. ठीक है. So objective of ALM is so we have three core objective: to increase our NII, to balance or to improve our NIM, and to maintain good equity ratios, long term prospect about that organization. So ALM techniques so designed to manage various risks, primary aim to stabilize the short term profit. Stabilize short term profit means NII. ठीक है. How we calculate NII? Interest inflow minus outflow. ठीक है. Long term earnings, how you calculate long term earnings? Through NIM. ठीक है. How you calculate NIM? NII divided by average asset of the bank. ठीक है. Long term substance or quality of the bank. ठीक है. It is आपका शेयर होल्डर्स फंड्स आपका. इट इज समथिंग रिलेटेड टू योर शेयर होल्डर्स फंड्स. ठीक है. शेयर होल्डर्स इक्विटी एंड ऑल. ठीक है. हाउ वी आर मैनेजिंग दैट वन. ठीक है. सो वी हैव थ्री मेजर पैरामीटर्स: NII, ठीक है, आपका NIM एंड इकोनॉमिक इक्विटी रेशियो. सो NII, so how we calculate this? Interest income minus interest expenses. ठीक है. In order to stabilize short-term profit, bank have to minimize fluctuation in NII. ठीक है. First thing. Second one is NIM. So it is NII divided by average assets. ठीक है. So net interest margin can viewed as a spread on earning asset. ठीक है. So it is a kind of like how we are generating, like if you are creating new asset, how they are contributing to your overall NIM and overall growth. And the third one is economic equity ratio, the ratio of shareholders fund to total asset, measure the shift in ratio of own funds to total funds. ठीक है. This fact assess the substance capacity of the bank. How we calculate shareholders fund divided by total asset. Okay, so these are the three ratios. One is like NII, which is something related to short term आपका measures or profitability. NIM and आपका economic equity ratios, they generally shows the long term prospect about that particular company. ठीक है. So this was a nice chart कि जो आपको ALM और आपका बैलेंस शीट का कोऑर्डिनेशन रिप्रेजेंट करेगा. ठीक है. ALM as coordinated balance sheet management. ठीक है. The asset liability management function can be viewed in term of two-stage approach of balance sheet, stage 1 and stage 2. ठीक है. So stage 1 is specific balance sheet management function of ALM. So asset side management and liability side management. Asset side management means management of reserve position management. Again, we have liquidity management, investment and security management, loan management, and fixed asset management. Okay, so ALM as coordinated balance sheet management. Okay. Liability side management by ALM is liability management, reserve position management, long term management, and capital. The second is आपका income and expense function, which is related to your profit and loss account. This is something related to your balance sheet. Again, so profit is equal to interest income minus interest expense, provision for loan losses plus non-interest revenue minus non-interest expense minus taxes. Okay. Bank are required to formulate policies to achieve following objective of ALM, asset liability management, spread management, loan quality, generating a fee income and service charges, control of non-interest operating expenses, tax management, and आपका capital adequacy management. So these are the kind of like with the help of ALM आपका या जो ट्रेजरी आपका है उसके थ्रू भी काइंड ऑफ वी डील और द टीम ALM और एल्को कमेटी asset liability management committee, they contribute or they work on these particular areas. Like these are the key areas which they generally perform through the balance sheet, and these are the key areas which they generally perform through the profit and loss account. Okay, so in brief, ALM is concerned with strategic balance sheet management, match between asset and liability balance sheet, risk like credit, market, interest rate, stem from the mismatch between asset and liability stem. तो उसको balance out करना, which we have discussed a lot in our previous module. ALM is not to avoid risk, but to manage risk sustaining profitability. Periodic monitoring of risk exposure involving collecting and analyzing information, ability to anticipate, forecast, and to act so as to maximize bank business profit, altering asset liability portfolio in a dynamic way to manage risk, involve judgment and decision making. ALM involve planning, directing, controlling the flow, mix, cost and yield of the consolidated funds of the bank itself. So these are the kind of responsibilities, or like we can say it is a linkage between ALM and your balance sheet. Okay? So कहीं ना कहीं that ELCO committee which is हैंडलिंग ऑल दीज पर्टिकुलर एरियाज, जो जिनको हमने आपका बैलेंस शीट के हिसाब से क्या क्या है एसेट साइड में और लाइबिलिटी साइड में, और प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट के अंदर हाउ टू कीप दैट बैंक सॉल्वेंट, सो दैट इज ऑल्सो टेकन केयर बाय दिस पर्टिकुलर वन. ठीक है, चलो अब कुछ क्वेश्चन और प्रैक्टिस कर लेते हैं. व्हाट डज इकोनॉमिक इक्विटी रेशियो मेजर इन अ बैंक? तो क्या होता है आपका शेयर होल्डर्स फंड डिवाइड बाय टोटल एसेट. ठीक है, या आपका जो कैपिटल जिसको आप बोल सकते हो. ठीक है, द रेशियो ऑफ नेट इंटरेस्ट मार्जिन, नो द परसेंटेज ऑफ ओन फंड टू टोटल एसेट. ठीक है, आगे जाने की जरूरत नहीं है आपको, बी विल बी राइट आंसर. ठीक है, शेयर होल्डर्स फंड डिवाइड बाय टोटल एसेट. ठीक है, which of the following best define NIM? So how you calculate NIM? It is NII divided by your average asset. ठीक है, so total interest income earned by bank, no, the spread between interest earn and interest paid, that is equal to NII. ठीक है, डिवाइडेड बाय टोटल एसेट. तो आपका आंसर ये हो जाएगा. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे पहले NII को डिफाइन किया गया है, देन आपका अगर हम उसको डिवाइड करते हैं किससे, आपका एवरेज एसेट से, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड योर NIM. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट वन, कंटिंजेंट लाइबिलिटीज इन बैंक बैलेंस शीट. लाइबिलिटीज मतलब कंटिंजेंट लाइबिलिटीज क्या होते हैं, दे मे अकर और मे नॉट. ठीक है, जैसे लो गारंटी प्रोवाइडेड बाय बैंक. ठीक है, लेट्स से LC इशूड बाय बैंक. ठीक है, ये सब चीजें आपका, इवन डेरिवेटिव्स आल्सो. ठीक है, अगर वो काउंटर पार्टी रिस्क फेस कर सकता है नहीं कर सकता, दैट इज द काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स. ठीक है, या हमने जिसके अगेंस्ट में LC इशू कर रखा है, मे बी वो डिफॉल्ट कर सकता है और मे नॉट. ठीक है, दैट काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स. सो लाइबिलिटीज दैट आर नॉट रिकॉर्डेड इन बैलेंस शीट, ट्रू, but are disclosed as footnote. 100% true. A only will be right answer for this particular one. Okay, so contingent liabilities are off balance sheet item, meaning they are potential liabilities that may arise in the future, like bank guarantee, letter of credit, pending legal disputes and all. They generally comes under this. Okay, they are disclosed as footnote for the ट्रांसपेरेंसी पर्पज ऑल्सो, ठीक है। तो कंटिजेंसी, हाँ, दिस वॉज मिसिंग दैट टाइम, ठीक है, शेड्यूल 12 आपका, ठीक है। तो दिस इज शेड्यूल 12 आपका, दैट वॉज मिसिंग फ्रॉम दैट बैलेंस शीट वाला सीक्वेंस, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे आपका ये है। सो कंटिजेंट लाइबिलिटीज, a bank obligation under issuance of letter of credit, guarantee, acceptance on behalf of constituent and bill accepted by a bank on behalf of its customer are reflected under contingent liabilities. Other contingent liabilities include claim against the bank not acknowledged as debt, liability for partly paid up investment, liability on account of outstanding forward exchange contract, other item like arrears of cumulative dividend, bill risk rediscounted, underwriting commitments, estimated amount of contract remaining to be executed on capital account and not provided for. So these all are generally comes under your आपका contingent liabilities, schedule 12 of the परफॉर्मा बैलेंस शीट और फॉर्म में, ठीक है, प्लीज ध्यान रखेंगे। चलो कुछ और क्वेश्चन। व्हाट इज द प्राइमरी फंक्शन ऑफ रिजर्व एंड सरप्लस इन बैंक बैलेंस शीट? सो they serve as, this we have discussed, I guess, they serve as a cuisine for depositors and creditors in case of losses, ठीक है। रिजर्व एंड सरप्लस, ठीक है, रिजर्व एंड सरप्लस विच इंक्लूड आपका जैसे शेयर प्रीमियम है या जो प्रॉफिट हमने ट्रांसफर किया था बैलेंस शीट में अदर्स, ठीक है, बिफोर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिंग द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन दैट बिफोर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिंग द डिविडेंड इटसेल्फ, ठीक है। एक रूल मैंने आपको बताया था ना कि लाइक बैंक बिफोर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिंग द डिविडेंड्स दे हैव टू ट्रांसफर 20% ऑफ देयर प्रॉफिट टू द बैलेंस शीट, योर रिजर्व एंड सरप्लस के अंदर ही आता है, ठीक है। तो लाइक दिस इज एज सिंपल एज दैट, in your bad time, in your good time you are saving more money for your bad time. अगर कभी ऐसा होता है तो वहां you can use this particular one, ठीक है। In balance sheet of a bank, other liabilities and provision include which of the following? Other liabilities and provision: interest accrued but not due on borrowings, unclaimed dividend, ये सारे ही हैं आपका, ठीक है, इंटरेस्ट accrued but not due on borrowings, ठीक है, unclaimed dividend, inter office, ठीक है। So all D will be right answer for this particular one, ठीक है। Other component in bank this category include outstanding expenses, provision for income tax and contingent liabilities, ठीक है। So that is the one. A mismatch between asset and liability in bank balance sheet primarily lead to which type of risk? It can lead to liquidity risk, ठीक है। So आपका क्या होगा, like bank won't be able to meet their short term liquidity position if there is a maturity mismatch, or you won't be able to liquidate your assets which you have planned for your liabilities and all, okay? So liquidity risk arise when bank liabilities such as customer deposit are short term while assets are long term. If a large number of depositor withdraw funds at once, the bank does not have sufficient liquid asset because you have already given that money to the borrowers for longer period. It may face liquidity risk. Okay? And ALM will help you to sort out this particular problem by raising funds from other market like money market or using derivatives, okay, to hedge the situation. Which of the following statement is true regarding the treatment of investment in bank balance sheet? So all investment are classified as fixed asset, no. Held to maturity, STM, held to maturity investment are marked to market, no, they are not marked to market, okay. आपका हेल्ड फॉर ट्रेडिंग, जो हेल्ड टू ट्रेडिंग आपके होता, अगर ये ट्रेडिंग होता तब आपका सही होता। इन्वेस्टमेंट रिक्लासिफिकेशन इज परमिटेड ओनली एट द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द फाइनेंशियल ईयर, दिस इज 100% ट्रू, ठीक है। सो वी हैव हेल्ड फॉर ट्रेडिंग एंड हेल्ड टू, सॉरी, आपका हेल्ड टू मैच्योरिटी, हेल्ड फॉर ट्रेडिंग और आपका सेल, थ्री कैटेगरीज ऑफ एसेट, ठीक है। बट ये कैटेगराइजेशन यू हैव टू डिस्क्लोज एट दी, like जैसे अगर something is part of your held for trading, if you want to shift that particular one from held to trading to held for sale or held to maturity to held for sale, this is allowed at the beginning of the financial year, ठीक है, प्लीज ध्यान रखिएगा। So bank classified investment into three categories as per RBI guidelines. This is very important one, guys, ठीक है। So please do remember this. First one is held to maturity. इन्वेस्टमेंट हेल्ड टिल मेच्योरिटी, सब्जेक्ट टू frequent valuation changes, not subject to frequent valuation changes, available for sale, सब्जेक्ट टू आपका M2M वैल्यूएशन, जब भी आप उसको बेचोगे उसका वैल्यूएशन, आपका बुक वैल्यू क्या था और आपका सेल वैल्यू क्या है, ठीक है। हेल्ड फॉर ट्रेडिंग, आपका शॉर्ट टर्म इन्वेस्टमेंट मार्क टू मार्केट बेसिस, M2M बेसिस पे, लाइक इक्विटी इन्वेस्टमेंट और डेरिवेटिव्स एंड ऑल, दे जनरली कम्स अंडर दिस। Reclassification of investment between these categories is permitted only at the beginning of the financial year, ensuring financial transparency. If you want to shift this to this, so this is allowed at the beginning itself, ठीक है। So please do remember this one, ठीक है। What is the impact of sudden rise in interest rate on bank balance sheet under fixed rate lending scenario? So interest rate, sudden rise in interest rate क्या होगा? जैसे customers जो borrowings है, ठीक है, they, like earlier it was on an average 7%, it increased to 10%, ठीक है। So it will make a negative impact on our NII, ठीक है, क्योंकि हमने जो lending कर रखी है that is इन फिक्स रेट, ठीक है। फिक्स रेट लैंडिंग सिनेरियो के अंदर आपका क्या होगा? सो आप कस्टमर विल शिफ्ट फ्रॉम हेयर टू हेयर, तो आपने आपका 12% पे, जैसे लेट्स से you have landed at 12%, so earlier it was your NII was how much? 5%, ठीक है। Now it will only 2%, ठीक है। So this is the one. The net interest income increase, no, it will decrease because your NII will decrease. The market value of fixed income securities decline, affecting profitability, बिल्कुल सही, ठीक है। So this is also जो fixed income securities हैं वो मतलब that inversely related वाला जो point है that also prove. Loan repayment capacity of borrowing improve, नहीं ऐसा नहीं. The bank benefit from loan, no. So option B should be right answer, yes. So the interest rate rise, market value of fixed income securities will fall due to इनवर्स रिलेशनशिप, ठीक है। तो अगर आप इसको बॉन्ड के केस में देखते हो, फिक्स इनकम सिक्योरिटीज के केस में, तो दिस पोर्टफोलियो में दिस कैन ऑल्सो हैव सर्टेन इम्पैक्ट, ये भी हमारा इम्पैक्ट आ सकता है, ठीक है। बैंक होल्डिंग और लार्ज इन्वेस्टमेंट पोर्टफोलियो इन गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटीज एक्सपीरियंस depreciation in asset value affecting profitability. NIM may remain unchanged or decline if deposit rate also increase. Which of the following scenario can lead to an increase in NSFR of a bank? Increase in NSFR of a bank. So a high proportion of short-term wholesale borrowings. क्या कह रहा है? Which of the following scenario can lead to an increase in NSFR? ठीक है, NSFR आपका मतलब सोर्स बढ़ रहा है आपका, higher proportion of short term wholesale borrowings, no. Increase in reliance on interbank borrowings, a shift from short term deposit to long term deposit, yes. Expansion of credit, no. So option C will be right answer for this particular one. Okay. So net stable funding ratio ensure bank maintain sufficient stable funding relative to liquidity profile of their asset. Long term retail deposit provides stable sources of funding, improving NSFR. ठीक है, जैसे FD हमारे पास ज्यादा आ रहे हो तो, ठीक है। आगे बढ़ते हैं. What happened to a bank capital adequacy ratio when a significant portion of लोन पोर्टफोलियो बिकम नॉन परफॉर्मिंग? ठीक है, तो आपका क्या होगा? CAR कम पड़ जाएगा आपका ऑटोमेटिकली, ठीक है। सो जो आप लेट्स से यू हैव मेंटेन आपका 10 करोड़ रुपीज CAR, ठीक है। अब क्या हुआ? NPA एकदम से बढ़ गए तो आपका CAR जो 10 करोड़ अभी तक आपने मेंटेन किया है वो कम हो जाएगा, ठीक है। यू हैव टू increase that particular one, ठीक है। So an increase CAR increase because NPA generate additional interest income, no. CAR decrease मतलब current status का, ठीक है। Later on मतलब to maintain the regulatory one they have to increase the CAR, that means, but current situation आपका जो इस पे आएगा that CAR decrease as risk weight asset increase due to higher provisioning. So option B will be right answer for this particular one. So tier 1 capital plus tier 2 capital divided by risk weight asset, that is the basic formula to maintain this, and it is linked with the risk weight asset, so you have to increase your CAR portion, ठीक है। Cash reserve ratio impact on a bank ability to lend, ठीक है। तो क्या करता है, उसको आपका हार्म करता है, ठीक है। अगर इफ आरबीआई विल इंक्रीज CRR फ्रॉम 4 to 5%, इट विल ऑटोमेटिकली इम्पैक्ट द बैंकिंग और बैंक्स लैंडिंग कैपेसिटी, ठीक है। 1% से सीधा सीधा कम हो जाएगी। सो इट इंक्रीज लैंडिंग कैपेसिटी, नो इट रिड्यूस लैंडिंग कैपेसिटी बाय ब्लॉकिंग फंड्स विद आरबीआई, ठीक है। तो विदाउट एनी डाउट दिस इज राइट, ठीक है। The percentage of bank total deposit that must kept with RBI in the form of cash, and even RBI does not pay any interest on this. A higher CRR means less liquidity available for lending as a portion of bank funds are locked. Next one. In the bank balance sheet, which category of investment is not subject to frequent M2M? तो M2M frequent M2M का पार्ट कौन नहीं होगा? Held to maturity, ठीक है। Held to maturity means आपका ऑप्शन सी, ठीक है। आपका हेल्ड फॉर ट्रेडिंग, ये क्या होगा? M2M होगा। दिस इज ऑल्सो M2M, बट दिस इज नॉट अ सब्जेक्ट मैटर ऑफ आपका M2M, ठीक है। सो held to maturity investment are securities that bank intended to hold until maturity, so they are not frequently marked to market, ठीक है। आपका हेल्ड फॉर ट्रेडिंग एंड एसेट फॉर सेल इन्वेस्टमेंट आर सब्जेक्ट टू M2M वैल्यूएशन, मीनिंग दे आर रीवैल्यूएट बेस्ड ऑन द मार्केट प्राइस फ्लक्चुएशंस. Okay, so this is it. So this is all about your very first unit of module D, which is balance sheet components, assets and liabilities component of bank balance sheet and their ALM management. Okay, so I hope you got this particular thing clearly and you found this particular session interesting. Okay, so I have uploaded PDFs on our application. Okay, so one challenge I was facing कि जैसे जैसे मैं like I uploaded PDF in the past itself, but when you join, तो जब आप ज्वाइन करते हो तो उसके बाद वो PDF आपको नहीं मिलते हैं, देन लाइक वन बाय वन लोग ज्वाइन करते जाते हैं, देन दे आस्क फॉर द PDF एंड ऑल. सो द बेस्ट सोल्यूशन व्हाट आई फाउंड, ठीक है, कि एप्लीकेशन के अंदर जो फ्री नोट सेक्शन है वहां पे आई हैव अपलोडेड PDF सब्जेक्ट वाइज आपका. So we have two sections. One is for JIB, another one for CIB. So if you'll come to the CAIB 2025 folder, you'll see subject wide notes. तो वहां पे आपको you will get all these particular note at one place. You can download those particular one and you can practice with these particular notes. I hope this will be very helpful for all of you. And if you are an iPhone user, अगर आप iOS use करते हैं same, so you have to use a code that is ECXOIO, ठीक है, ECXOIO, ठीक है, दिस इज ORG कोड, ठीक है। तो ये लिंक आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिल जाएगा, एप्लीकेशन का लिंक, बट दैट विल रूट थ्रू द क्लास प्लस, ठीक है। तो अगर आप उसको डाउनलोड करेंगे क्लास प्लस के ऐप पे, ECXOIO डालेंगे कोड, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कोड, तो वहां से भी आपको मिल जाएगा, ठीक है। एंड्रॉइड पे JIB CIB प्रेप के नाम से ही आपको एप्लीकेशन मिल जाएगा, ठीक है दोस्तों। So I hope you enjoy this particular one, and please do share your feedback. And if you have any doubts, any queries, please do let me know. So this is it from my side. Thank you for watching this session. Thank you for joining for this session. I'll see you tomorrow with our next unit from module D. So very soon we will be covering, like within this week on only, we will be covering all the topics. We have only 7 units in this particular one. So that means it will require 7 classes. तो एक बार इसको खत्म करेंगे, देन वी विल शिफ्ट टू ABM क्लासेस. ऑलराइट, सो दिस इज दैट. बाय बाय, टेक केयर ऑल, हैव अ नाइस डे. थैंक यू.